Hey gang, this is Vicki Kelly with the Golden Rule Trades. I wanted to talk to you about more than just the graphs and the charts today. I wanted to go over what our results were for November. As you know, with every new cohort, I purchase an evaluation account and attempt to trade it through the live trading room through the month and then see what our results are. So I wanted to share those with you today. But of course, we have to say all the things. Remember that trading futures involves risks of loss. Consider carefully whether futures are appropriate to your situation. Only risk capital should be used when trading futures. What we're discussing today is not financial advice, and past performance is not indicative of future profit. You should never trade more than you can afford to lose. And I am not saying that you're going to be able to reduplicate these results. Okay, I'm gonna let you read through this one, the CFTC rule. I don't believe I gave any hypothetical results in here, but just in case I did, this is in case you're looking at hypothetical results that are difficult to duplicate. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. So please understand that before we begin. So during the month of November, as you know, again, I take out an Apex account at the beginning of the month, and it's a $50,000 account usually. And for that one, you must make $3,000 before losing $2,500 with a trailing threshold. If you're not familiar with the trailing threshold, it is the bane of our existence as traders. Basically, that as you make profit, it goes along with you. So it's not a $2,500 loss. It's a $2,500 loss from the highest point, the highest profit you've made. So it comes along with you. And the reason that it is so difficult is because that means if you even had potential profit, if you made $1,000 in one day, in one trade, but you brought back during the same trade down and only made $500 when you cashed out, that your trailing threshold moved $1,000, even though your profit only moved 500. So you can understand how difficult it is to pass these evaluations because of that trailing threshold. Now, our results, we used micros and minis, and we traded it very conservatively. If you were more aggressive, you could have done better than this, or worse, if you ended up getting stopped out too many times with a larger position size. But we trade very conservatively, and we used both micros and minis. Whenever the volatility called for it, we switched to the other. And we passed our evaluation on November 14th. And here was our balance. You can see we made our $3,000. And I have hidden our account numbers, so please understand. Now, the progress that we made after that, once you have a paid account, a PA account, we call it, for Apex with a $50,000 PA account, you must make $2,600 before losing $2,500 with that same trailing threshold to be eligible for a payout. Our results were again with micros and minis, and this is the result of trading in the second half of the month after we passed that evaluation. And as you can see, we are fairly close to being able to get a payout on that. Awesome. I tried really hard not to force trades because I really wanted to be able to get a payout before the end of the month, but I behaved myself. Now, I want to talk to you about why we were able to see these results. We had 2 days in our trading that showed exactly the method that we have, the typical day that we trade, and why we can be confident in our system. This was November 13th, 2025. And as you can see, we had our first move was down. And then we had this reversal where it could have been a pullback, it could have been a complete pattern, but we didn't know when we started all of this what it was going to be. So as you can see, it gave us our buy signal, and this was a pretty good move down. So I can remember looking at this going, I'm not really sure this one's going to work itself all the way to the target line, but it did, as you can see right there. It absolutely did. And then proceeded to turn around and give us another signal that went clear down and then into chop. So as you can see, we had a great move here, a retracement that completed a second pattern, and then this move that very obviously completed a third pattern. So 3 patterns for the day, no stop outs using that. This was the very next day, November 14th. So you can see we had a little bit of a down move that we were able to capture, but this is the part I want you to look at. This is also a typical day for the morning method. We had a very big move to the upside. This trade right here, we got our signals. We had what looked to be a breakdown, and then it turned around and went right up against us. It did not make it into the target line or even the target area, and we got stopped out. We were then able, when we saw this candle here, to get back in. I didn't draw those lines because I didn't want to confuse you, but this made it to another 400 level move. This is also very typical for our trading. So if you noticed here, 1, 2, 3 patterns that all 3 worked out. This one, 1, 2, 3 patterns where 2 of the 3 worked out. Again, both of these are very typical days. When we get into a trade, we do not know if it's going to be this one and the pullback is going to actually complete its pattern, or if it's going to be like this one where the pullback did not complete its pattern but sailed on ahead. Both of these were fairly powerful moves. As you can see, lots of green on this side, lots of red on this side. And when we got into that second trade, all we can do is play the percentages. We know that 67% of the time, when it sets up, it's going to complete itself into the target zone, at least, probably to the target level. With all of this, this is how we can make the kind of results that we had this month, because we know that whether or not we think it's going to work out, we take the trade, we work the system, we leave our hands off the mouse, we sit back in our chair, and we play the percentages. And over time, those probabilities should work out in our favor. 67. The kids think it's funny, we think it's money. They may talk about the absurdity of a joke about 6-7. We know that 67% is exactly why we're able to have the kind of results that we had this month. So I hope that you have a great weekend. I hope that you enjoyed your family. If you celebrate Thanksgiving over the weekend, that you were able to get in some great time and great food. We're going to hit it again on Monday. I hope that you'll be part of us. Our Black Friday sale is the best you're going to get the entire year. So, no excuses. Join us. Put 67 on your side. Stay safe out there and good luck trading.